I have so much so gotten into this journey that I just now starting the opportunity to be an actual licensed sober companion to work with others on their sobriety, because
Wow.
that's what I'm talking about, as much as I can about sobriety with this new record. And uh, the first thing I say is, hey, I'm one of those sober people, and I'm fun, damn it.
I love it. I love it. Of course, you keep talking about this new project. The album is called Jacob.
Yeah,
You've got a song on there that's called "Till You Get There." And when I was reading some of the press, there was a quote that Cody Allen from CMT said, and I thought it was very powerful. He said, "This isn't just a comeback song for Ty Herndon. This is everyone's comeback song." What did he mean by that?
that we all have an opportunity through music to hear a song and think about our lives and know that no matter where we are, that you can start over. Uh,
Mm.
my my grandma was 98 years old writing songs, and she went to heaven with sleep in her rocking chair with her guitar in her hands. Like, I want to go out that way.
Gosh.
Um, so I think we've all been through hell and back in this last 20 months, a little almost 2 years. And to think, especially those of us in the music business or any kind of entertainment, that we haven't been scarred by this. I mean,
Mm.
you know, talk about watching your dreams just go down the toilet. For me, for me, it's kind of like the third time, and I I knew that we were going to see some good people fall, and oh man, I tell you this. I didn't have any emotions for like 18 years, so I may cry on you. You never
Yeah,
know.
you're fine.
They all came back at once. Um, um, Before COVID, I probably knew one of my neighbors, maybe. But through this process, there's not a person around here that I don't know. I mean, I'll go knocking on doors, just say, "Hey, your car's been sitting there for a week. You all right?" You know, I'm kind of awkward and shy, so that's not something I would normally do. But through this process, I think we all did things that we wouldn't normally do.
Right.
And, there was a waiting list for rehab because people were relapsing left and right. Because
Mhm.
um, it was the second day the world stopped turning. We were all sitting there going, "Wait, what's happening? We weren't programmed for this. This is a joke." Um, but it quickly became not a joke. And I think we're doing the best we can to clean up our messes. But I can tell you this: the human spirit, really, at the end of the day, has impressed me. Man, just there are, gosh, my mom and I were talking about this the other day. Said, "When did all these good Alabama people move to Tennessee?" No, there's some. I think people are either still scared to death or they're more generous than they've ever been. Um,
Wow.
I know that in this program that I work, we're all always checking in with each other because we lost some folks, man. We didn't even lose. We lost all of us. Lost a lot of people to COVID, but in my
Mhm.
community, which is mental health, really. Um, People are scared of that word, but um,
Mhm.
you know, if you've been drunk living under a bridge like me, then you can pretty much wear
Yeah.
it. But it's not a bad thing. Um, I have found out through some incredible people like Music Cares and James Flowers Institute in Houston, Texas, all of the outreach that's out there. And now we're tying in my foundation because my foundation for love and acceptance, we help a lot of LGBTQ kids and we do scholarships and just where there's a need, fill it. Uh, so we're kind of doing a little bit of a shift there as well and getting into working with folks in detox and
Mhm.
working with folks that might need a little extra help, up here to connect these again. Because I know mine got very disconnected, and man, we need those working together for
Right. Most definitely.
to
Most definitely. And
cause this, and that.
all of it together. And that I've been down that same path. Of course, I'm a comedian that is open about my mental illness, and it's very difficult to help people understand how you can be depressed and funny at the same time. But we deal with that in our concerts. We, we talk about how, yeah, we've had some fun laughing, but it hasn't always been that way. And it's not always easy. And so I applaud you for taking the stance that you're doing. And like I said, if nothing else, at least start the conversation that we
Yes,
need to talk about mental illness. At least let's start talking about it.
please. Yes. And, you just said something that made me think, I spent a large majority of my life laughing at myself, making fun of myself. Uh, it would give me an excuse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, I think you're funny.
Oh, thank you. Put that reference down, please. Could y'all get that clip? Ty Herndon said I was funny.
You are funny, man.
That's going on the new promo.
Listen, laughter is the greatest cure. It really is, man. I I've learned to smile a lot, and I've learned to cry a lot,
Yeah.
but I've learned to do it appropriately.
Well, I tell people a lot of times that I'd probably cry more if I wasn't so medicated. So that kind of keeps me from that. So
See, in recovery, we can't do that. So
yeah,
you're just getting it all, man.
you just have to take me for what I am. I tell
Yeah.
people that I am who I am because when I was growing up, a lot of people laughed at me, and I was the butt of many jokes. And I decided to turn that around and let them still laugh at me, but at least get paid for it. So that's how I've turned it around. So it's been powerful. So the new project, Jacob, when does it come out?
Don't laugh at me. Is that Mark Wilson? Yeah.
There you go. I wasn't going to bring it up since it wasn't your song.
Oh, that's all right. I even like Mark, so we're good. I was just talking to Terry Clark the other day because we have a duet that we've been wanting to do forever. And patience is a good thing because
Yeah.
when the right song comes around, it's just the right song. So it's sitting at number 2 on the album. It's called Dents on a Chevy, not dance, but dents. Dents on a Chevy. It's just a magnificent song. We turned it into kind of best friends, just about the roads we've been down, and we're good now. We're good together. We're good. We got here with each other's help, and
Right.
the good times and bad times, and it's a badass song, man. As Kristen Chenoweth said, I wish I'd written that one because there's only 2 of the record I didn't write. So, um, so yeah, Terry, she did her vocals, and I do my vocal producer. He's a bit of he's a monster, man. He gets it right, Uh, all the singers think we can go in and just do it a couple times. It's going to be great,
Oh yeah, just nail it.
Yeah, let's just leave those little egos right outside there. You pick it up on your way out. But I'll tell you something interesting because I've been doing. So anyhow, Terry worked with my producer. She's called me. She goes, "Damn, your producer's a vocal Nazi." I said, "That's right. That's why you're gonna have a hit record, man."
Exactly.
I took a journey with I've got 2 producers, my longtime friend Eric Halbig and then Jimmy Throw, which is one of my buddies in recovery. But man, he's got a lot of stuff on the radio right now, and I've just been doing my little earthy independent albums, for the last 15 years and singing my licks and going, "Well, look at me, I can sing. I can go. You go, Celine Dion." I thought the more licks, the bigger the song, man. So
Right.
higher the hair, it's closer to Jesus.
Absolutely.
Jimmy was so awesome. He said, "Listen, I know you've been doing this your way for a long time, and man, you can sing your ass off." He goes, "But we're gonna pull that way back." He goes, "We're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of these lyrics, and you don't have to do that." He said, "Your gift can carry the lyric without, the Christina Aguilera thing going on." And
Right.
I did not even realize that had happened, And I was talking to my other producer. He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "That just developed in shows over the years." He goes, "You be singing."
Oh my goodness.
So, I've really learned to listen. I have. I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't.
Yeah.
And I entered a new room, a new era of singing where I'm really focusing on what I'm trying to say in this music. And if there's one or two moments that you lift it up, then that's how it's really supposed to be done. So
Yeah.
and that's how I used to do it, but I just had forgotten, because I think a lot of us kids that had big success in the '90s, we just get out there on a floating barge and take shows,
Exactly.
we just survive, and or some of us just choose to do less. Um, I've really never had the opportunity to do less, so um, work. Um, so this record, I'm circling back. Um, Jacob. It is a record about changing your ending. That's why it's called Jacob. There's a story, one of my favorite stories in the Bible is it's just Israel wrestling with God, for many days. And as we all know, you can certainly try that, but the outcome's probably not going to be in your favor. Um, but his scars, God crippled him. He crippled him. Basically, he was he brought that back to his tribe of people, and he made them great. And it started with him. So there's many interpretations of that in the Bible, but what I got out of it was something really strong from actually one of my spiritual counselors. We were just talking about that, and I said, and it just a light bulb came on. I was like, "That's my next record. I need to do that record," and it came upon me that quickly and that strongly that I set forth over the next year, seeking out the right writers that had some stories. Coming up with a song like "God or the Gun," I knew it was going to take some meat and potatoes sitting in that living room floor in there and talking about something I haven't talked about before. Because if I can't be brave now and let everyone, I've chosen a business that everyone knows your business. So then my business is about healing and helping others, because that keeps me sober. It helps me as well. So, but this record, it kind of became boss because I know I would sit back some days and go, okay, example. I got a box in the mail, and it was sitting on the couch, and Jamie Floyd and Eric Halbig were over. We were going to write for the day, and it was from my sponsor and two of the sober coaches that I work with. And it was 3 wooden ducks. I don't know, about 1.5 feet tall, or geese, and they had rain boots on. And I would get one, but I can't get to it now. And so I called my sponsor and I said, what's up with the geese with the rain boots? He goes, man, we got together. We're just really proud of you. He said, they represent one of the highest flying birds are geese. And he said, may your dreams soar that high. And if by chance you land in the whiskey, that's what the rain boots are for. So
wow.
I said, wow, guys, want to write a song? So we wrote Standing in the Whiskey. And it's I think that's sitting at number 4 on the album. We did the Carrie Underwood. We put all our hits up top,
I like that. My song coming in at number 2 on the CD. That is so good. So it sounds like that this CD is going to be a whole lot more. The music that comes out, it's not going to be fluff. It's going to be substance that can help any individual that's in the fight for their life.
I sure hope so. That's where it's coming from, and also to hear a little bit of fun, because I've been through a couple of hard relationships, so I at least need to have one "Screw You" song.
Yeah. Well, it's not country if you don't. Might as well go back to the church if you're going to do that.
That's right. Well, I preached on it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I called on my friend Wendy Moten. She, because this is it's almost a Latin-y feel to it, and I said, I need this girl going to church in the background over here.
Yeah.
Was working with Shelley Fairchild. She goes, call Wendy Moten. I'm telling you, it took on a life of its own. So I call Wendy Moten. She goes, oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, sure, I'll be there tomorrow. That girl, she listened to the
She
song.
take you to church.
She listened to it one time. She goes, so
Uh-uh.
you just want me to go off? I said, yeah, man, just, follow your heart on this, but follow it like you broke up and the song is called I'm Gonna Say It For You. So you got it already. I don't need to say another word. So I said, go heartbreak, break up. I never want to see you again. And if I do, I'll probably give you a hug.
Wow.
She did. She did it like 2 takes. And Shelley Fairchild, who's another great singer, we were sitting there on the couch and she got done. And, you don't have to be in church to have church. Y'all know that.
Right.
If you're connected, you can have the Holy Spirit up in your kitchen,
Yeah.
We were stomping around in that studio just like we were Pentecostals, man.